Alright, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Tony Shen, aka Jesus Shuttlesworth. I'm back at it like a jackrabbit. Today we're gonna have another beginner tutorial video series, basically where we make beats only using stock plugins and free sound, so you don't gotta blow an entire budget just to make a fire beat, especially for everyone just starting on FL Studio. Today we're gonna make a Lil Baby Type Beat. He's been popping, he's been doing his thing lately, and I just wanna show you guys how to make his type of beat. We're gonna get started right away. Before we get started, I just wanna remind you, if you haven't done so already, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you get notified every single time. Also, in return, I'd like to hook you up with my free drum kit, Tony Shen Slap Pack Volume 1. All you have to do is click the link down below to get it. It's free drum kit, fire sounds. Anyways, let's get straight started and cook up this beat. Start with the melody. Let's actually start with FL keys just to map out the melody. I just want to kind of demonstrate the melody first, because we're gonna do some, like basic chords, and then we're gonna dive into like the sound design and pick out like a better sounding piano if we need to. But we're gonna start out with FL keys. So we're gonna start with some like basic chord progressions and then add like a little bit at the top. So it'll kind of be like playing a chord and then having like a right hand play some melodies at the top. So this would be like more of a realistic sounding piano in terms of like the melody wise, right? So cheers. I'm drinking some white wine. And then we're gonna repeat this. Turn the tempo up to like 138 maybe. And so a good way to kind of map out your melody and kind of plan your melody is to sing it out, right? Even if you're doing chords, if you have an idea of what the chord's gonna sound like and then you just sing it, it's gonna help you play it on the MIDI key a lot easier. It's something that I always advocate for. Alt S, strum the notes a little bit, kind of offsets the timing, right? And Alt R, randomize the velocities, so not all the notes are hitting at the same time. Put my phone away, no distractions. Okay, now we're gonna modulate the chords a little bit, because I don't know, I feel like we could maybe work with like a lower key. To shift everything down, just hold shift and then press the down button. So and then now we're gonna kind of work on like a higher melody, like a right hand melody type thing. look for like a realistic sounding. I know they have some like semi-realistic sounding pianos in hardware. So we're gonna use piano 6 because it's like a good mix of sounding semi-realistic and also not just too, you know, like acoustic. Like it's like a good balance. So we're gonna stick with piano 6. We're also gonna mix it a little bit. So we're gonna EQ it just to cut out like certain frequencies. So I don't want too much here because we're gonna add like another bell on top. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then also cut out. You want to cut out some of the lows. So just, you know, shift this band down a little bit, and then also adjust this so that there's like a steeper cut, because we don't want that to interfere with the bass. Otherwise the bass isn't going to slap that hard. It's going to sound all muddy and like not clean at the bottom. You don't really want that. So, and then also add a little bit of reverb just to give it some space, and turn it down. See, you don't need, you can make some good sounding melodies with the tools that you have right now. That's free, you know, doing everything from scratch using free plugins. Like right now I'm teaching you the fundamentals, and this is like what every beginner should do, is just to master the tools that they have so that once they get more expensive tools, they know how to utilize it. That's just my philosophy. Poison. Let's see. Alright, we're gonna use crystal. I don't know about crystal. We're gonna use bright keys. Okay, that's cool. Don't make it too complicated. Just give some good contrast. Like the other piano we did is more mellow and like not, you know, too harsh, and this is like a good contrast to bring out a different type of energy when it comes in when we arrange it. So now we're also gonna EQ it. Cut out some of the treble, otherwise it sounds too harsh and just difficult for the artist when the beat comes on. Also, we're gonna add some delay just to extend it a little bit. Turn down the... Yeah, that sounds good. That's all we have for the melodies. Now the next step is just to add drums, and then we're gonna go pretty easy with the drums. We're not gonna go too hard and like too crazy with it. So let's pull up the drum kit I was talking to you earlier about, Tony Shen Slap Pack Volume 1. And you know, the reason why I included the drums is so that you guys can follow along and use the exact same sounds that I have access to. So let's use the drums 808. It's like stubby and like easy to work with. C4 clap. So just add the clap first. You know, just place it right here. Boom. Let's actually work with the hi-hat first before we go into the bass. So relay. Keep it simple. Like I'm not trying to go too crazy into rolls right now. Give it a nice balance, you know. And copy it. Again, you don't have to go crazy all the time. You could do rolls if you want, but I'm just trying to keep it simple. And maybe add a snare. The pump snare. Ooh. Pump. Ooh. And then an open hat never hurts. The perk open hat. Alright, ready? The bass time. Just give it a nice swing, you know? So now, you know, we have the bass ready. First thing that I like to do with the bass sometimes is just to first establish like the groove. So this is all like the rhythmic element of the bass, right? We're not doing anything with the melody yet. Obviously we're gonna change the pitch, but right now we're kind of just determining the groove of the 808 by placing it on the step sequencer. Next step is to prepare your 808, right? There's a few things I like to do. So if you see there's like a bunch of space here in my 808, it just means that, you know, it could be a little bit louder. So we're gonna hit the normalize button to like fill up all that space, so you know, it makes it slap a little bit harder. Then we can go here. First thing I like to do is to just adjust the envelope and create this type of pattern with the envelope, so that when I release the note, it doesn't leak into the next note. If I didn't have an envelope, every time I play a new note, it's gonna leak into the next note. It's gonna sound kind of muddy. We don't want that. So set the envelope and then just, you know, turn everything down except for the hold. Turn that all the way up, and then you're not gonna have any problems with leaking your 808 to the next note. Next step with the 808, just tune it. So make sure that the pitch of your 808 matches the actual pitch that it's playing in the sampler. So press Ctrl E to open up Edison, and then hit the flag button, detect pitch region. Just make sure that this note that it says right here, the C, is also the same note here. So if you don't know your note names, just click this button and then it'll tell you. So if this said D2, right click on D and make sure that those two notes are the same. Otherwise, everything's gonna be out of tune. Trust me, you don't want that. So now, what I like to do, it's something I learned from watching internet money videos. All you have to do is just to follow the bass note. So in this case, this is kind of the bass note. Just follow. Honestly, since you have the chords already, just kind of follow the notes on the chords, and you won't go wrong. Like, trust me, it's gonna be in tune, and then everything's gonna be amazing. The whole beat. That's honestly all we need. We could actually, you know what, let's add a kick. We're gonna use the my fave kick just because it's my favorite kick, and that's why I named it my fave kick, because it's my fave. Again, same thing with the 808. There's a little bit of space here, so to make it slap a little harder, just hit normalize so that it fills up all that space. And then honestly, we're just gonna make the kick follow the 808 melody. Like, it's gonna be super simple. Again, keep it simple. Don't go too crazy. Okay, now that we all have all the sounds, all you have to do is mix it a little bit. We already mixed the melodies, so all you have to do to link everything to the mixer is to highlight everything you want to link, which is like everything right now because we don't link anything in yet. But highlight everything, and then you know, all you have to do to highlight is click on one, just double click, and then it'll select all of it. And then go to your mixer track, select the first one, Control Shift L, that links all of it to the mixer track, so you don't have to link all of them at the same time, and also renames the tracks, so it's a lot easier for you to keep track of everything. So the bass sounds a little bit too overpowering right now, so we're gonna turn it down a little bit, and also the kick. And then for the drums, if you're working with my drum kit, everything's already been EQ'd and mixed and compressed and everything, so you have to worry too much about mixing the drums. All you have to do is make sure that the levels are correct, so not one sound is popping out too hard, right? So turn the hat down just a little bit, and the snare down a little bit, and the open hat a little bit, and then everything else is fine. So now all you have to do is arrange the beat. Again, this is a really simple beat. You're not going too hard with everything. Everything's in one pattern right now. It's kind of hard to arrange, so just right click here, split by channel, and then now you have all the individual patterns that you can arrange, and we can have, you know, a happy song. I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. Okay. So I feel like with a lot of Lil Baby songs, if you kind of listen to their beat, it starts out halftime. So what we do is add a Grills beat. Ooh, Grills beat, gang. Right click here and then create a single curve, and then just right click to create new points, and then make this pattern. Just copy this pattern, this little zigzag pattern, screenshot it, whatever. Copy this pattern, and then listen. Okay. I'll turn it off, and then right click here, create an automation clip, so that it basically what the automation clip does is like it programs like whenever you turn on like a certain function. So like in this case, we're just programming the on switch. So you kind of want it, like that's kind of the intro, right? So you want it to turn on once it gets like, you know, when you start out with the chorus. So right click here and then make it hold, so that there's like, you know, like a steep bump, so this just turns it on right here with the automation clip. So then, you know, drag this up. Oh no, actually no, you want it to turn on in the intro and then turn it off when you know, there's like a chorus or something, I don't know. So yeah, just quickly arrange it. Again, arrangement is all up to you, really. Like there's no wrong, really, like as long as you're keeping it simple and it's easy for you to like know if whenever there's a chorus or whenever there's a verse, there's really no wrong way to arrange it. It's really up to you. It's like, you know, given your experience, like there's no really, I don't think it's really worth it to like explain how to arrange in this video right now. And you can cut off everything here. Give it a pause. Ooh. It like just skipped. Did you hear that? Just copy and paste. And then copy and paste here. Then turn that down here. Turn this up here. Turn this down here. Again, arranging, like, it's really up to you. Like once you have everything done, like arranging, it should be the easiest part. Because right now we're just trying to keep it simple, right? So arranging should be the easiest part. I'm gonna cut out the bass here because you don't want the bass to be on all the time, otherwise it's gonna be hard for your ear. Ooh, shut up, Siri. Because you don't want the bass to be on all the time, so otherwise it'll be really annoying, right? And that's the whole beat. So I'm gonna demo the beat real quick and then we're done. But before I demo the beat, if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button so we good. And then here's the beat.